Good morning, Brendan Swenson.
Good morning, Kat.
Monsieur Swenson.
Good morning, Kat.
So, a while ago, we filmed a whole, detailed how-to on cleaning and caring for your Saeco brew group.
Yep.
But we had some folks asking us about a specific series of model of brew groups.
Exactly.
So you're going to just show me how to get into these guys.
Yeah, and most importantly, the screen of the brew group itself.
Okay, so what is the difference between this and, the ones that we did before?
The ones that we did before, they would have, what they call a thumb screw right here in this area.
Okay.
That you can either, kind of grab onto with a key that Saeco provides you with, a specialized tool, or an Allen wrench like I showed in the video. And you can turn it, and then your screen comes off.
Okay.
But this one's a little different in the sense that there is no thumb screw there.
Okay.
And, obviously the screen sees a lot of wear and tear. And so it's really important to get it in there and clean out the screen.
Okay, so how do I take it apart?
Okay, so first thing is we have these two screws here. And those are Torx 10. That's what these are. So you need to go find your Torx bit, which is usually labeled with T10, just like you probably can't see it, but that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
It's kind of just a type of star bit. And we're going to start loosening these. And there are some just really, I don't want to say delicate, but kind of intricate parts within here, so you really want to be aware of that. But we'll see those as soon as I get this out.
Intricate.
And essentially, we're doing this right now just to... This whole mechanism needs to slide down in order to get it out, and the only way to get it out is by taking this off to give it the ability to slide. Yeah.
Okay.
So you'll see here shortly. But I think once I get this off, we should see a glass ball in here and a spring, a tapered spring, and it's really important to pay attention to what direction. I think there's an O-ring in here too, holding on. So that O-ring is kind of like a friction O-ring. It's just, it's kind of keeping it snug in there. But like I said, so you'll see a spring in there, and at the bottom of that, it's a glass ball. But let's try to do this without even taking those out. Okay. That will make it a little easier. But we'll see. If they come out, they come out. So essentially, what we're doing now is we have a series of 4 clips. We have 1, 2, and then 3, 4 in the back that you can see if you turn it around.
Okay.
And it is kind of difficult in the sense it takes me a couple tries every time. But so right now I'm pushing in those 2 clips and I'm pushing down. So we got that one. That one's past the 2 clips. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side. But sometimes, there we go. I actually did it first try. What will happen is when you try to push this one down, it will re-clip on this side. So it's kind of a combination of both. You just kind of got to...
I see. And so you got to get those tabs released from the chamber there, or the brew screen.
Exactly. It's just kind of they'll be right here in this area. So you want to hit the tabs in and then push down. And do that on both sides. Now,
from here you can take the screen off and have your way with it.
Exactly. So I'm going to put my finger right here.
Okay.
Just so that stuff doesn't fall out. And if it does, that's fine. You just pay attention. The narrow end goes down right with the glass ball. So, like I said, it's tapered and it's kind of going like that. And the glass ball's at the bottom.
Okay.
We can take that out too. But so here's our screen, and it's another Torx 10. So it's really easy. And you can't do it really like this. It's really hard. So that's why you have to take all this off.
I see.
There might be some sort of really short Torx 10 out there that we don't know about, but this is a really good. You can really see everything that's going on in here. And the other thing is it's not just the screen that gets dirty. It's also the other side of it. So there's our screen. And this is a brand new brew unit, so this isn't that dirty. But one thing a good way to check is just always hold your screen up to the light, and you can see all the holes individually. And if you've been using your brew unit a lot of them will be clogged, and you just need to soak them in some sort of cleaner.
And take care of it that way.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, and then now if I'm done cleaning and stuff, how do I get it back together again? Basically just opposite, or is there any tricks?
There's not really any tricks, and now that I'm thinking about it, there might be some individuals at home that end up with that spring falling out. So let's just take it out really quick just to make sure people know.
Oh, okay.
Just
how to get it back together again
exactly.
for there.
It's not that complicated, but I'm just going to, let's see if it even, So there's our glass ball, and there's our spring. And, honestly, I'm not too, this is acting as a seal And then when the pump hits a certain pressure, this spring will compress.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just I want to be sure that if this does come out for you, to put the smaller edge down.
The smaller edge of the sorry,
spring.
I can't see on your
Yeah.
with your shirt. Can you put it down here?
Of course. So you can see that it is tapered. One edge of the spring is a lot bigger than the other.
So this goes downward.
It should sit in there just like that with the glass ball being at the bottom.
Got
It
it.
will sit in there just like that.
Okay. Cool.
So just in case that falls out. Whoops.
Or you
is
lose the...
Yeah, exactly.
Now, if they fall out in the garbage disposal, you have to buy a new brew group, right? You can't buy those individual parts?
We
or you
stock the glass ball and the spring by
perfect.
themselves in the parts department here at Saeco Coffee Gear. So
Cool.
you could get those.
All
No
right.
problem. So I'm placing this right back on, and it's easy to line up. You can see where the screw holes are with this piece. I'm gonna push it in, and that now it's kind of holding in place with that O-ring.
Okay.
And screw. Wait a minute.
Don't you need to put it back together again?
I'm really happy I just caught myself.
I wasn't going to say anything.
You weren't? You were gonna help me out?
No. Even Bunny is in here, and she wasn't going to say anything either. Were you, Bunny?
Thanks for the backup, y'all. So it's a lot easier this way. Just get it right in here. And once again, you can see those 4 clips really clearly.
Yeah.
And we just want to put this up, and you'll hear it. Now we're good.
Got it.
And now we can
you
screw
put the
this
top
back
back
on.
on.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that's pretty dang easy.
Cool. All right, so that is taking apart the brew screen unit, I guess, off of the brew group.
And just if people aren't very familiar, this brew group itself goes to the Odea line, the Talea line, the Syntia line.
Okay.
And I think the newer lines, the Intelia line as well.
And the
only thing that's different,
Exprelia and
Exactly.
Xelsis is the same this way, but they have some different configurations.
Exactly. I can explain that really quick to all the Exprelia and Xelsis owners out there, and that it's very simple. The brewings themselves are almost identical, except for this dispenser, it's facing towards the door rather than towards the machine.
I see.
And if you wanted to, we could actually turn this into an Xelsis or Exprelia brew unit right now, just by
switching around.
Yeah, and
got it.
That's the only difference. So. This is a very common brew unit.
Okay.
And like I think it's the X small now too as well. The Intelia line, the Minuto, all those have this brew unit. So yeah,
cool.
If you ever need to clean your screen, that's how you do it.
Thanks, B.
Of course.